Hello everyone, welcome to Artful Garden Ideas. Today we share some beautiful ideas growing Cordyline Red Sister, how to care for Red Sister plant from the Cordyline plant family, of which there are many varieties. You will find also Cordyline Fortocosa, Cordy IY for the and a sport name Cordyline Red Sister. It is an evergreen plant with stunning foliage which make a bold statement in any garden. The plant belongs to the family of Propagation and is native to Southeast Asia, the Pacific Iceland and Eastern Australia. This plant is also known by various common names including the cordyline plants have a various TI plant varieties, some of with maroon and green leaves, some have hot pink tips and some with variegated leaves. The red sister plant in particularly has colorful foliage with burgundy to pinkish leaves. The leaves are around 12 to 30 inches long and 4 to 6 inches wide. The red sister plant grow around 4 to 6 feet in ideal conditions. Flowering and fragrance, the red sister produce tiny pink, purple or white colored flower when growing its naturally habitat. The blooming period of this plant is late spring to early summer. These beautiful flowers grow in cluster and are 0.5 inches wide. However, indoor plants don't bloom in rare case. It also produces a fruit which resemble red colored berries. As a houseplant, the Cordyline Fructosa plant thrives well under bright light. The more light it receives, the more vivid the foliage will be, providing it with southern of eastern sun exposure at best, but it also tolerates partial shade. It fares well in full sun when planted outdoors but needs protection from the wind. If the sun is too harsh, it is best to place the plant under partial shade to avoid directly sunlight, otherwise its leaves might burn. This plant needs regularly watering as it prefers to grow in moist soil. However, it is optimal to let the soil dry out slightly before watering. Avoid overwatering the plant. Fertilizer the plant every 3 months. Feed the indoor plants with half-strength liquid fertilizer and provide outdoor plants with the slow-release fertilizer. While the plant tolerates poor and dry soil conditions, it prefers as well-draining rich potting mix. You should repot the plant every 3 to 4 years and replace the top surface of the soil every year to ensure it gets the right nutrient to grow. Make sure the pot size of the new plant is slightly bigger than the previous one. This plant requires occasionally maintenance for glossier and fresher foliage. Provide the plant with some humidity. Avoid other overhead watering as it might promote leaf disease. Cordyline red sister require protection in freezing temperature. Don't cut back the stems damaged due to the cold until you see new growth emerging in the spring season. The propagation of this plant is done using seeds and steam cutting. When using seeds, be sure to soak the seeds in warm water to around 10 minutes before you sow them. The germination process takes about 1 to 3 months. Plant the seedlings in individual pots. Once they become large enough to handle, water them regularly, and when they are about 4 inches tall, transplant them in their permanent position. When using tip or steam cuttings, make sure to take the cutting from a mature plant just below the head of the plant. The cutting should be 3 to 5 inches long at minimum. For tip cuttings, remove the bottom leaves and dip the stem in rooting hormones powder. Plant tips in a well-draining potting soil. Plant bare stem 1 inch deep in the potting soil. Place the plant in a shaded location and keep it moist until a strong rooting system is established. One roots from place them in individual pots. Make sure to regularly monitor the plant for pests, particularly meals, bog scales, and spider mites. Spray the lower and upper leaf surface using insecticide soap or organic neem oil to eliminate the pest. Leaf spot root and stem root and bilateral leaf are a few diseases which may infect this plant. There isn't much to do to save the plant if to develop a bilateral infection. Describe it immediately. Some telltale signs include for blight diseases and leaf spot. Treat the plant with the natural houseplant fragrance like neem oil. Make sure to spray the plant during the evening or morning hours to avoid leaf burn. Is the plant toxic or poisonous? The plant is known to be toxic for dogs and cats if ingested. The red sister Cordyline makes a stunning ornamental plant. It looks excellent in a container garden, screening or hedges mass planting, and as an accent plant, it is perfect way to add a pop of color to your garden. Feng Shui specialists also believe the plant brings good luck to the owner. This plant is also utilized in numerous ways, mainly in Hawaii, making covers for surfboards and hula dancing skirts. And that's it. That's the video. I hope this video can help.